Hello, welcome to this weather update. It's about 8:15 on July 22nd, 2019. I'm sorry if this weather update is going to sound very disorganized. I literally just walked in. So we have a lot to talk about. Flash flood warnings in effect, severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, over 20,000 people without power on Long Island, trains suspended, and this is why. Let's look at the radar right now, and you can see this line of intense thunderstorms. I have video of it. This thing just blew up over Nassau County. It just blew up. And you could see severe thunderstorm warnings for the entirety of Long Island. If we look at all the lightning strikes, look at all the lightning strikes that this thing has produced. Looks like it died out over Suffolk. It looks like it. Look at all the lightning strikes over Nassau County. And look, it's still going over the Sound, north of Southold here. Tons of lightning strikes. Look at all these lightning strikes going right now. So this is what's going on offshore right now, off the North Fork. You can see these are the storms that were over our area. You can see just tons of lightning strikes. Let's get to the power outages right now. We have 20,245 out right now. So over 20,000 people without power. Not surprising because we had not only a heavy downpour. I literally just walked in, so you might hear the fan blowing on me. I literally just walked in, so you have to just bear with me, all right? We have a lot of power outages across the area. So let's take a look at my area, Mineola, because we had a number of lightning strikes. There is a power outage, and let's see, we got more outages here. So we have an outage, 91 customers here. No really huge outages for this neck of the woods. Let's look at the North Shore and see what we have here. Boy, this is bad. All right, so we have a lot of outages in Great Neck Plaza. Not too many in Roslyn. Looks like it missed the North Shore for the most part. And then we have outages here and all over Hicksville. There were lightning strikes. I have video of it. We have a power outage over here. I smelled something burning when I was at the Hicksville train station, so we have an outage here around Hicksville. Lots and lots of outages we had with this storm. This was a very bad storm that moved into our area. I'm only going to cover the impact on Long Island. If it affected people in New York City or New Jersey, I'm sorry I can't cover it for you because we have our hands full here on Long Island right now. So we have lots of outages here, and I'm not surprised because the storm was very bad. One of the worst thunderstorms I had ever seen, and actually we have a big blackout in North Freeport. So we have a major blackout in Freeport and Baldwin, it looks like, and Roosevelt as well. Over 2,000 customers out there. 1,300. So when you see the yellow on the map, that means it's a huge outage. So let's go over here. So that means it's a huge outage. All right. Did this affect Long Beach at all? No, it did not. Okay. The storm held together as it moved into Suffolk County too. So we have more. Oh, we have a big power outage in Valley Stream. Looks like a lot. Yep. We have a blackout in Valley Stream too. Most of Valley Stream is out too from these storms as well. These storms had everything: intense lightning, strong winds, heavy rain. By all means, this reminded me of a derecho storm because it lasted a long time too, by the way. Derecho or Derecho, I don't know how you say it. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Let's head out to Suffolk County because we have outages in Comac, Hauppauge, Brentwood, Farmingville, Alright, some outages in Farmingville, not that many. It doesn't look like it's as bad in Suffolk County, and Nassau got the worst of it, as you can see on this map. So let's now go and look at the outages by area here and see. I'm trying to get this to again. You're gonna have to bear with me. I literally just walked in the door, and I just could not believe what I saw put on by Mother Nature tonight. Outages by area. Let's see. All right, Nassau leads the pack. 13,143 people out. Most should be back by 8 a.m. tomorrow. Let's see if we can break this down a little bit. Most of the outages seem to be in the town of Hempstead, followed by the town of Oyster Bay, and then the town of North Hempstead. And then Suffolk County also has some outages too, and most of those outages appear to be in Huntington Town at 4884. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing things right. There's a lot of data for my mind to go through right now with all these power outages going on across the area. All right, and then there's the trains, which I don't normally talk about, but we have to because it's weather related. And the main line had really slammed due to a lot of signal problems here. 45-minute delays due to weather-related signal trouble and switch trouble. There was flooding all over the place, so that's something to be concerned about. A15 train from Penn due to Hicksville canceled. They had some cancellations. No surprise. The storm was really bad. But, of course, the Babylon branch remains unaffected, of course, which, just goes to prove my point about the Babylon line. It's elevated, and that setup is what the main line should have done, and this is going to happen time and time again. And, what can I tell you? And this could happen more and more due to climate change, these kind of heavy downpours. Let's look at the Ventu sky. Oh, look at this. Yeah, you can see, look at that. That looks kind of weird, doesn't it? All right, let's look at the radar here. And we're going to take this radar right back to show you. Look at this. There's rotation. There could be a possible tornado in here. What is this? What is this over the sound? That could be a water spout right there. Let's go and look. Let's rewind the storms back. So this is what happened around 7:20. 7:20. The storms were over Westbury, middle of Nassau County, and pretty much most of Nassau County got impacted by these. We'll start off at 18. So we'll start off at 6. You see the storms, and then you see them just blow up as they hit into Nassau County. They just blow up literally. So you got 1800, 1900. Look at that. So they're really blowing up now, these storms, and they really just blew up. And this radar just doesn't do it justice to what I witnessed tonight. Absolutely crazy situation with this thunderstorm. One of the worst thunderstorms I have ever seen in my entire life, for sure. For sure. Let's go and look at the Wonderground site. And let's see if we can get some rainfall reports, because I want to see how much rain fell, because we had a lot of flash flooding and I'm sure a lot of rainfall. So let's cut right to the precipitation. And again, I'm sorry, I can only focus on Long Island because we were impacted the worst by these storms. So let's take a look and see what we have here, these rainfall amounts. So in our area, yes, Mineola. Yes, over 2 inches of rain here. Oh, look at this. We have a report of 3.31 inches of rain in Mineola. 3.31 inches of rain. Hopefully you can see that on the screen. 3.31 inches of rain right there. 3.15 in East Williston. So it looks like my area actually might have gotten the worst of this. A 3.61 inch rainfall in Floral Park. So we got a lot of rain, and it just kept going. It would not stop. We have heavy rain amounts on the North Shore too, 2.23, 2.39 in Huntington. There's another area that was hit hard by these storms, and really just really bad situation across Long Island tonight. We have more rainfall here, heavy rain. Looks like a 1.31 at Shoreham, and it's not loading, so I do apologize. There it is, and it's gone. I do apologize. 1.25, 2.04. So we got a lot of rain from these storms tonight. A lot of rain. Let's go and look at the airports right now. Let's go to the airports and see what the airports on Long Island got. Again, we will only be focusing on Long Island. So Farmingdale, 72. We're not interested in the observation. Let's see what the rainfall was. Only 0.74. See, so it kind of missed the airports. That's why I don't like using the airports. But again, we have this flooding in effect, and again, the main line was impacted heavily because it's not an elevated line and subject to the damage from these storms. And we're going to see more storms like this due to climate change, more types of flash flooding events. And look at that, we have more storms on the radar heading our way. These shouldn't be as severe, but they could still have some lightning, could still have some thunder, could still have some downpours, and cause problems. Let's see if the outage number has changed. This was updated at 8:24, so it's still 20,245. So over 20,000 people without power, mainly in Nassau County, from these storms. So what is this? What is this? Is this some kind of rotation here? Let me refresh this, so see if we have a tornado warning in effect from this or not. I don't think we do. I don't see a tornado warning, but there was severe thunderstorm warnings for the entire island with these thunderstorms again. So be careful out there if you're be out tonight. There's going to be a lot of flash flooding again. As far as the main line goes, I'm going to throw up some pictures in the video here of the flooding, just a couple of pictures of the flooding in Mineola and the main line. That's exactly why it should have been an elevated line. We're going to continue to have problems with this because it's not an elevated line like the Babylon line. And in these days of flash floods, severe thunderstorms, and climate change, we need an elevated line, not what we're getting. And it's not going to work. I'm telling you that right now. So again, just be prepared as we continue to deal with this climate crisis. You may, well, the thing is, either way you're going to be getting, because the South Shore will be dealing with seawater flooding when there's a hurricane. So, there's no safe haven from these crazy weather events we're going through, climate change. But I'm not going to bring it up in this video. So again, 20,000 people, over 20,000 people without power tonight on Long Island, and trains are having major delays and 73 minutes late. Look at that, Penn due to 73 minutes late. So yeah, there were trains held. Big problems. I have a long video that will be up much later tonight. My computer will be probably very slow, and I've got to go through the video. So that will conclude this weather update. We will not be looking at any of the models tonight. I do apologize, but with all the weather-related chaos going on today, we have to talk about these storms. Take care.